Hi, my name is Nicole Block, and I am a Vice President of Operations, and I'm a candidate for Vice President of the Year for 2025 for the Apartment Association of Greater Dallas. And this is my video submission. I was asked to let you know why I feel like I'm a candidate for Vice President of the Year. And first of all, I want to start by saying really thank you for your consideration. I have over the years judged these categories for the local and state apartment associations, and it's kind of exciting to be on the other end of this, and it also gives me a lens to how the candidates feel. So again, thank you for the opportunity and the consideration for watching this video, and then of course reading my application and my submission. So again, why am I the candidate and the choice for the Vice President of the Year? I would say as vice presidents and executives, we are the storytellers. And I think that RPM had a really great story in DFW in 2024, and I was really humbled to be part of it. When I joined the company in 2023, they were on the tail end of some exponential growth. And although that's exciting, that is also exhausting. A lot of the team members had, seen it go from 6,000 units 6 or 7 years prior to upwards of 50,000 units. And that's a lot of work. A little bit of burnout, lots of promotions, but sometimes you weren't sitting in your role very long. And so you didn't have a lot of leadership development in that role before you're moving on to the next one. And that does have a long-term effect, on a region. And so when they were recruiting me to join, that was one of the missions that they gave me, was to really go back and invigorate the leadership and growth and development focus, as well as the culture. And that's really something I'm super passionate about. And we were really excited about the results that we were able to bring by that intentional focus. So we'll start with the turnover. As you'll see in the submission, it is not a typo. In 2023, we did have 107% turnover. And that was based on, again, several of the things I just shared with you. And we were able to reduce that, again, with intentional focus on growth and development and our culture, and really just listening and supporting our teams a little bit differently, which I'll go into a little bit later as to how we did it. We reduced it to 58%, and that's on-site and corporate. Our corporate team, we were able to reduce to 17%, with actually zero turnover in my specific org for anyone that we hired from 2023 on. So very proud of that, because again, turnover is something that is, so important, and you want to make sure that your people are here to stay and that they are engaged and motivated so that you can have that continuity for your residents and then for your clients as well. So one of the other things we were tasked to do is to focus again on leadership. And we were in an environment where the leaders that were in their roles weren't in there for very long. And so they didn't really know how to lead other leaders. And as you guys know, if you can't grow and develop other leaders and you can't build that bench, then you're unable to thrive. And that was kind of where they were at in 2023. So whenever I came in 2024, we did really kind of an overhaul and an intentional focus on how we grew and developed leaders. So through one-on-ones, through, again, intentional leadership development programs, we were able to take our regional vice presidents and kind of help them find their voice with the residents and with the clients, and again, and with their associates. And then also do that with other regional managers and that whole corporate office to really invigorate the confidence and the performance for every single one of their regions and their portfolios, which in effect delighted, obviously, our customer. So we did that with our operators. And then I also focused on that with the departments that I supported. So whether it be facilities, IT, marketing, performance, affordable, and any of those departments, there were silos, again, kind of that were, everyone was working independently because they were also just trying to survive, because of that exponential growth. And so we really focused in 2024 on trying to get everyone to be more cohesive and collaborative. And so that focus was intentional. And I really went to work on ensuring that all the departments knew how they fit with operations and how operations fit with them, and really working together to be kind of one name, one team. And if you can really appreciate how that worked in DFW with RPM, when you're 52,000 units and you have a corporate office of 120 plus people, it took a lot of people. And I was so humbled to be able to lead that charge. I definitely didn't do it alone, but I'm just so thankful that they trusted me to just help be that conduit, maybe the catalyst to some of those changes that we saw departmentally and then also operationally. And then lastly, I just think that this award would really validate what I have been talking to my team about since Jump Street. And that is about, again, focusing on the engagement, the growth and development of our teams, and how important it is to pour into our people. I think too many times we we focus on a transaction, or we focus on a number. And anytime that we do that, you might see some, forward movement, but I think that your potential is finite. And I definitely tend to see it a little bit differently, in that if you focus on the people, then I think that your potential is exponential. And I know that sometimes, that is harder to do. I mean, many times it's harder to do. And I just really try to coach my teams that it's very often, it's not easy, but it's always worth it to really take that time to coach and grow and develop and have the right conversation with the right people at the right time. And I think when you earn that respect and you earn that credibility, then you have earned the right to really grow and develop that team. And honestly, gosh, we were able to accomplish so much this year. We have tripled our book of business. We were able to increase our economic occupancy by 11%, as you'll see in my application submission. Again, we reduced turnover, and that's really a testament to my teams just trusting me and trusting themselves and being confident in what they were able to do. And I did not do this alone at all. I really give all the credit to my teams, and this award really would be for them, to show them why it's important to continue to focus on their people. So again, I thank you for your consideration, and I'm really honored just to be nominated and to be considered for this wonderful recognition, because it really is important to let everyone know, again, why we do what we do. So thank you again, and we'll see you at the Sapphire Awards.